What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So today we are here with the newly released I-Dle mono music video featuring Skywater. So I haven't gotten super into I-Dle yet, but they've been on my radar as one that I would love to get into more, maybe even potentially deep dive sometime later this year. So I've been keeping an eye on their releases. I've checked out, obviously I know a few of their songs, like Queen Card, Tomboy, Iconic. I've heard a few of their solo songs, and I really like their voices. So I'm excited. I'm already screwing up my words, and we are 30 seconds into this video. Anyway, I'm excited to get into this, see what they got. I know there's a couple dancers who are in this video that I have followed for a while. So excited to see what they have going on for the choreography, for the concept. Black and white is always interesting to see how they work with it in music videos. So let's check it out. Ooh, this hair. Love. I love all the cool earpieces they have going on. And that fit. Oh, diva. She looks fierce. Ooh, that fit eats. I think this chain motif we have going on is interesting. Baby, we can take the party outside to everyone. Take a chance on me, dance like everyone else. And I know you think just like myself. You're from the right or from the left. This is cool. Where the straight or gay, every day and night. Dance to your real vibe. Turn the effects down. Let it all fade out. Play the whole world in mono. None of the dancing is super intricate choreo, but it's just really cool how they're using all of these dancers. Oh, that Arabesque.
So how do you identify?
Ooh, okay, now we're in color.
She, her.
I identify as he, him. I don't personally know any days, but I mean, I think it's important to just be yourself.
Sure, when you love yourself, you can love everyone.
You're from the right, or from the left, whether east or west.
Ooh, that's a pretty shot.
Every day and night, dance to your real vibe.
Ooh.
Turn the effects down, let it all fade out. Play the whole world in mono.
Gorgeous. Ooh. Oh, that was cool. Okay. Okay, I really liked that. The message I think is really, really great. Like the fact that they're actually just saying these things straight up. You don't see that often in K-pop. So I really, really appreciate that. And I really love the message of this song. The song composition, instrumental itself, I don't think is anything super groundbreaking. It's nothing super catchy or super different or interesting, but the message is the main focus of the song, and it's upbeat enough, it keeps you bopping to it. It's not it's a bad song. It's just nothing that we haven't heard before, if that makes sense. The thing that's different about it is the message. So that's kind of my thoughts on the song and the composition. I think they sound really good. Like I said, I really like their voices. The bridge was great. I love the chorus definitely is a little bit catchy. I love the way that they say mono. I don't know, something about whatever they're doing with the that note. I like it. And then I wasn't expecting the music video to move into color at the end. And I really like that, like, as we're coming through, like, the main part of the music video, like, it's all just in black and white. And then we're still mostly in black and white as we come into color. But you get to actually see, like, all of the diversity of everybody who's there. There's so much diversity in, like, ethnicities and skin tones. And I love that. I think it was really cool, like I said, how they used these backup dancers. Like, there's not really, it's not like so much of a choreography. There's not so much like full out dancing, but they use, it's like, it felt like the background, it felt like the background dancers, I can't talk today. It felt like the background dancers were like an art piece in a way. And then, like I said, with the chain motif, we see chains a lot in the styling. And then there's a couple shots that we'll go over. But we see chains a lot in the styling, and then also with like the different parts of like the choreo, like where everyone was linked together in chains in a way. I think that was interesting. The black and white, I think, was a good choice, obviously, for the song being mono, but then also with so much going on with having so many people in these shots, and even like when we move into color, like there's still not a lot going on like in the backgrounds or anything, because the focus is on the people, which is very much also the message of the song. Like, we are all people, we are all like one and the same, we should all love each other, no matter who we are. So I think that's good. Like, the sets aren't anything too crazy, there's nothing too crazy going on with the colors, because the story is told mainly through all of these, so many people, so many dancers. I don't know whether to just call them dancers or people, because there's not a lot of dancing going on, but I assume most of them are like trained backup dancers. So that's what we're going to call them. But let's go through this again. What does that say? Live the whole world in mono? Play the whole world in mono, sorry. Like, I love the hair here. Like, when it's black and white, there's only so much you can do to make the hair interesting. This, love. And I just love all the cool earpieces and the cool accessories they have. Like, with black and white, you got to make the styling interesting, but it's also still minimalistic in a way. Like, the tops there's like not many patterns going on in the clothes, because they end up forming their own patterns later on in the video. So all the clothes are like, they're plain, they're simple, but then we've got these cool accessories, these cool cuts and cutouts. Like I said, I love the bold, like, chunky earpieces, that bold eyeliner. I can't pause it on the right spot. But like, just the structure, the cutouts of this outfit is super cool, even though it's all very simple. It's all like black and white, like regular jeans, but you got that statement buckle, and it's nice. But you guys know I love a low register, so the, like, her lines here hit. Ooh, that line, yes, she sounds so good. Again, like, using those highlights in the hair to create more dimension, especially like with this specific filter that they're using. There's not much like lighting and shadows through any of these blacks. They're very like void type of blacks. Like, you're not seeing like individual strands of hair here. So adding these highlights helps keep the hair from just being like a black void. Again, like, this cool like earring, like the way these chains are interlocked is really interesting. Got the matching lip piercing. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, everyone's interlaced, like, chains here. You can't tell like who's holding whose hand, where they're interlocked, like how they can escape out of this. And then like the way that they're moving, like, they're kind of moving like with that contemporary style of movement, if that makes sense. Like, it's like this flow, like water, like I said, like an art piece, even more than it just feels like dancing. Also, at least what I think I've noticed so far is that the I-Dle members are distinguished from all of the other people, is that the I-Dle members have layered outfits, so they're wearing tops that are both black and white, like layered on top of each other, whereas everyone else just has like one color. That could be proved wrong as I keep watching, but that is what I've noticed so far. But like just actually having like a lyric that directly, explicitly supports the gay, the LGBTQ community, like that is so rare in K-pop, and I really appreciate them for actually going for it and saying what they want to say, even though they know they might get backlash for it. All of these hands, like it's very interesting, like fading out, just like there's so many that you can't even tell like where, like what's what, distinguish them. It's just interesting. Yeah, see, there's those chains interlocking again that I was talking about. Look at that, those earrings. But yeah, something like some type of message like we are all connected, like as the human race, no matter who you are. Turn the effects down, let it all fade out, play the whole. See again, more chains, and it's just slay. Like you guys know I love a chain look, so styling slays. But yeah, like you can see, okay, first of all, love the statement belt, but like you can see like she's got like a layer of black underneath the white here. She's got white underneath the black. And you don't really notice that on any of the other dancers. So I think that's like a nice, like subtle way to have the I-Dle members be differentiated from everyone else, despite there not being like a lot going on anywhere. Like the simple outfits, the monotone is all a part of it, so there still needs to be a way to differentiate them. I think that's like a nice simple way to do it. This outfit, okay, well this one doesn't have the layering, so there goes my theory. But this is such a slay. I love the asymmetrical vibe, like this little like studded part right here, the belt, the chains, like just obsessed. Like I want that top. Okay, let's see what these letters say. Tune into you. Again, gorgeous eye makeup, even in just black and white. That nice glitter effect. And then we have this thing in the eye. I'm not sure what it means, but there's something there. And then the nice transition, like this being like the eye shape. Turn the music up, let my rhythm play loud, love and dancing. I will say I don't ever tend to be a huge fan of features in songs just because it just kind of breaks up the flow of it for me. But I think it'll sound very cool. Like I assume they'll do a version if they are performing this, where the members take over the lyrics. So nothing against Skywater, but that's just how I feel about features in general. It just always feels like, which is like, it's technically exactly what happened, but they just like took something else from somewhere else and plopped it in the song. And it just never feels too cohesive to me. But I think the music video part of this is really cool. Like this sand effect, like the different ways that they have used dimensions and such with the black and white. Like having this sand, like this shot is stunning. Again, love the dimension we created in the hair. I always think blonde with like black highlights in it is so fierce. But like it looks like she's dissolving, which is just a super cool effect. Got the shadows and the silhouettes. Like the whole thing, it just feels like very artistic, you know? From the right or from the left, whether east or west, whether Like, there's nothing crazy happening with the choreography, but just the fact that there are so many people and each position is very thought out and very exact, like having the hands be a focal point of the choreography makes it very dramatic. Like, look at this shot. Super cool. And the black nails, too, makes such a difference, right? Like, just having those accents to finish off the end of the line. Love that choice.
Whether straight or gay, every day and night, dance to your real vibe. Turn the effects down, let it all fade out. Play the whole world in mono. Cause love is louder in mono.
So the way that I'm kind of interpreting this like spike thing that's coming through is it's like something that's trying to divide this population. But then here we are, like we're all connected, like they're holding hands, they're in these chains together, they're not letting themselves be divided by these outside forces. That's the way I'm interpreting it. I could be wrong, but
Cause love is louder in mono. Cause love is louder in mono.
see, like this line, love.
Cause love is louder in mono.
I think she was one whose lines I really liked at the beginning too. She must be my voice bias. Let me know who that is.
Can't regret, but who do?
I love that. I used to be a gymnast, so you guys know anytime there's a little flexible moment, I'm here for it.
Who do you hear? The lyrics couldn't reach you.
And I also like the addition of the arabesque, just like geometrically with the way that this is set up, like having the circles on the top and the bottom, like her leg here then follows that curve in the middle. So it just like kind of connects them to the set.
Replay, forget, regret, let's turn it all off. You know you're born to love.
See, again, look at that arabesque. That's a nice one. Again, here too, like just having this curve that's imitated again and again and again. Like they really took care with all these dancers. Like these seem like they're just going into positions, but it's all carefully chosen to make the shape perfect. Like look at how it all lines up like that. And then this kind of looking like a heart on top.
So how do you identify?
I will say I think we could have gone a little bit more like dramatic with that final high note of the bridge, but that's okay. This interlude part, again, just like super meaningful and just like caring about people's identities and supporting people while not letting that divide us, because we all are just who we are, and that's okay.
I identify she, her.
I identify as he, him. I don't personally know any days, but I mean, I think it's important to just be yourself.
Sure. When you love yourself, you can love everyone.
You from the right, or from the left.
I think this transition into the outro is really good though. Like it feels very complete, sonically.
Or from the left, whether east or west.
I love these parts with the patterns. Like again, it's like that sand texture kind of comes through again, also through these transitions here with like that sort of dissolve effect. So even though it's like used differently, we still have like this similar texture that we see throughout the music video. So it all still feels connected. I mean, like, and the colors that they use, like they don't add in too much color when they let this come into color. So it doesn't feel like disconnected from the rest of the music video, but it just like adds just enough. Like we're seeing everybody for who they really are, for their true identities, and then not letting it cause division, not discriminating against people for that. So like in the first part of the video, like everyone's in black and white, like you're not seeing everyone, like everything about everyone. Everyone is very much the same. And so the message, like love in mono, love everyone the same, even like no matter what. But then also coming through this bridge, we are all able to identify different, and we should love ourselves for the way that we identify, even if it's something different, like something you didn't expect, like whatever. And you should embrace that part of yourself. So then we come into this color where everybody is their true identities. You can see them for who they are, but you still love them just the same as you did when it was all in mono.
Whether straight or gay, every day and night, dance to your real vibe. Turn the effects down, let it all fade out. Play the whole world in mono.
I just think all these patterns are so gorgeous. I'm also like I've had an art era. I don't draw a ton anymore, but when I drew a lot, it was always like mandala, like geometric designs. So these just really speak to me because this is like my exact art style. So I love it. But like I said, like with the colors that they introduce, like we've just got like skin tones being introduced. We've got denim, hair colors, and then these are all very muted colors, but they're still colors. But it doesn't like feel too like in your face or too different of a vibe from the black and white. I forgot, I got distracted from that tangent. But that's what I was talking about with these colors. Like it's nothing too much where it makes the video feel discombobulated, but it's just enough to introduce color without disrupting the video. So I think it's perfect. And then like them being in the patterns. And then we got that chain motif again still. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think it was just great to have like this vocal, this prominent of a message that's so important in these times, especially. Like the song, I don't know if it's like a pre-release album single or if it's just its own single. I'm not too caught up on what's going on. I would love to see a full album come sometime or like a mini. But like this isn't giving title track energy, but I don't think it's supposed to be a title track. So that's okay. I don't know if they're going to perform it on music shows or if they're just going to like sing it. I don't quite know what the deal is, but I really love the song. I love everything it stands for. This video, gorgeous. It's always fun to analyze something that's like done differently than what we typically see, like very little like high energy or like K-pop style choreo in this. No color, or there are some colors, but for most of it there's no color, which we tend to go into a lot of, but they're still able to create a very coherent message and a very coherent storyline even without the use of like certain colors and filters, which can be like, as we know, very integral into the storyline of a video. But there's still so much here to analyze despite the minimalistic features of the sets and the colors, but they do so much other stuff with it. So I thought it was interesting just to have like something different, something unique to analyze and go into the ways that they're using these things to create a story, create a message that is a very impactful message. So please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment down below all your thoughts, any I-Dle recommendations you have for me. Like I said, I'm hoping to get into them a little bit more later this year. We're deep diving a lot of groups at the moment, so I don't have time to add in a new one quite yet, but they are on my list of groups that I would like to deep dive in the future. So let me know where you would want me to start for that. Feel free to recommend any of their solo work too. I've listened to some of it and really enjoyed it. Let me know who my voice bias is, whoever that was, that I pointed out a couple times that I really liked her lines. Let me know who that diva is. I think they're all fierce though. Don't get me wrong. I think they're all fierce. And yeah, Patreon, links in the description as well and in my bio. So we do all of the variety, behind the scenes content, end of the year shows. We did all over there. So we did see I-Dle perform at whatever show they were at that I can't remember because there were way too many shows. But yeah, so check that out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.